All right.
Man, all right, man. So we all know,
Mm-hmm.
at least in the community, we know Kevin Samuels has been going in,
Yes, sir.
especially, particularly on black women.
Rightfully so.
Um, and
Rightfully
what
so.
and what black women should expect, and what they as I like to call it, what they qualify for.
That's it.
So yeah, man, I know you got something to say.
Hey,
So
I'm an avid KS fan, man.
hey, man, you go, yeah. so go, so go ahead, man. Because what are your thoughts on his approach as it relates to him telling women to, I guess, man, in essence, as people are taking it, that women should lower their standards and be realistic about what they can or should have
I don't
in a
even think
partner.
it's. I don't even think he's telling me. I think that people are taking these words and misconstruing them.
Okay.
He's not telling you to lower your standards. He is
Mm-hmm.
letting you know that you need to level with with your worth. Basically, people say they have standards, but you don't even meet your own damn standards, right?
Okay.
So, Kevin Samuels is very controversial because he tells the truth, bro. He just tells it like it is,
Mm-hmm.
and he literally gives facts every time that he will address somebody. So it's not like he just giving his opinion and he just talking out his ass. He is one of those high value men that he's speaking of. He has millions of dollars, and he has business to show for himself. He's also an image consultant, so he has the ability to speak on how someone looks, your face, your body, your toes. He can the way you dress. He has the ability to speak on that, and people have to respect that as that being his profession. And I think that's what people can't take the dose of. They're literally asking this. It's like you're signing up for him to read you. And when he reads you, you don't like the shit. Is that his
Bro,
fault?
what is an image consultant, nigga?
Somebody's gonna tell you too fat. Somebody's gonna tell you too fat to wear what you've been wearing. They're gonna get you right for different occasions. Let's say you wanted to go to, I don't know, a ball or something, bro. You reach out to them, ask them what you should wear. They're gonna let you know what will look better on your body type. You're gonna get your skin right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
work on your whole being as a person.
Man, I feel like that's what I need to do. Shit, I need to do
Yeah.
that.
We all might need to hit up an image consultant.
Man,
And bro,
no,
and it's
I
like
don't need to hit them up. I need to do it for some people.
yeah. Oh, you need to be that. Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I
correct,
feel that. Yeah, I feel
correct.
like I could be that same person.
Man, man. So I've heard the video that went viral
Hmm.
with him going in on old girl. Well, I can't even really say he went in. It's just
He
him,
didn't.
him being himself. You
Yep.
know.
Hmm.
But I understand how the majority took his comments, and yes, from a societal perspective, from like this,
His delivery.
yeah,
Fuck that.
like
He delivered that shit the way it was supposed to be delivered. Man, we need to grow up as human beings and people. If somebody tell you what it is, accept that shit and move on, bro. You will be fine. His delivery. We can't be coddled our whole lives, bro.
no,
We're gonna keep fucking up.
I'm not saying that, but I do understand that the women ain't used
Yeah.
to being talked to like that.
Hmm.
So, men, we get talked to, we get put down, all of that shit every day.
Right.
But for him to get at her like that,
Hmm.
that directly, it was like,
That's the
ooh,
shocker. Yeah, like,
ooh,
but then,
shit.
bro, what it did though, like, it gave like a to me, I just felt gratified. I'm like, dang, this
Mhm.
he just told it like it was like this, and there wasn't really no backlash from her because she couldn't say much because he literally was being 100, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he just kept it real with her, so she had
Right.
to respect that to where she couldn't really like go back and forth and challenge him or battle him about it. And I
Right.
feel like we as men, excuse me, I'm on this what you call this sparkling water.
Yeah, man,
Oh
me
yeah,
too.
yeah.
That damn
The
Topo
topo,
Chico.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on the Waterloo. But yeah, I think that that's the thing, bro. The point that he's trying to get across is that as men, we need to be able to speak to women truthfully, like let them know what it is, and that, what it is that we want or that we're going to put up with, and see if it aligns with what they want and what they going to put up with. Not that it's just one side. He's never one side. He's never like, oh no, you got to do this for the man, this for the man. He's letting you know that if you're going to pick the men that you want to buy you this, and you want to stay at home and have that lifestyle, this is what you need to bring to the table. You're going to
Right.
have to do this. There's no other option for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's the thing. It's like these women, and the thing is, like, people can't say, oh, he's just mean, he's just doing this. He is literally giving random women the opportunities to tell their stories. It's no coincidence that all of them sound exactly the same, Jay, or that they
Damn, that's
all,
crazy.
that they all have an issue. You know what I mean? And
Crazy.
he literally points it out. He points out every single thing. And it's not that he just can find something about every woman. It's like there are things that the women are withholding, or that they leave behind when they get into these situations with these men. And that's the problem, bro. And he just points out the problems.
Yeah, man, I feel it. I'll say I definitely think his approach was good to start and sustain like the conversation that's being had now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But what I don't like, and I think you agree, is that everybody only focused on how he presented the information
Right.
and not necessarily the content of what he's
The
saying.
content, yes, bro.
Because I agree with where he's coming from.
Right.
Like his base argument of women require and request these things from a man, but
Mm-hmm.
women have to do a better job of asking themselves what they actually bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not me agreeing with him specifically saying that women should go out and find an average man. I'm like, for me, I'm just like, hey, if you want cream of the crop, if you want the best motherfucker in the room, then
Top
okay,
5%. Mm-hmm.
be cool when he asks you to elevate your game. Be cool when he judges you on more than your sexual abilities. Be cool
Yes.
when he looks past your makeup and your pretty dress and your thick thighs and
Yeah.
plump titties, and he asks you about your core values, and he asks you about what you thought about the previous election in detail, not just
Yeah.
a whole bunch
Mm-hmm.
of, fuck Trump statements,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Like, be cool when he
Kamala's
holds,
black.
yeah, like be exactly. Be cool when he holds you to a higher standard
Right.
of execution,
Right.
because he's held himself to that standard, and that's what you require out of him.
Yes.
And what I hate to see is just this cycle of whatever a woman deems necessary or acceptable is fine,
Mm-hmm.
and a woman can flex all day. Because my thing is, if there was a woman version of Kevin Samuels saying
Mm-hmm.
this type of thing about men, oh
Right.
God, like
Yeah.
there would be fan clubs on Facebook. There would
Exactly. Yeah,
be
they'll be lit.
there
Yeah.
would be shirts printed like, yeah, girl, speak your truth. Don't settle
Yeah.
for less,
Mm-hmm.
but when a man says it, it's like, hold on, like,
Mm-hmm.
don't talk to women like that. And I'm just like, oh, well, y'all dog us all day long and we eat it, you
See,
know?
they would be dogging though. We are actually bringing, he is bringing facts and truth to the situation, bro. He's not
Right,
telling you not to find love. He's not telling you not to be married. He's not saying don't go date if you're a single mother.
right,
Know yourself and know your audience. You can't be,
exactly.
you can't be average. You can't just be, working at the front desk or somewhere and want to be with a man who owns 5 businesses. He a CEO and he's making multi-millions, bro. It's like,
Hmm.
know your, know who you're trying to go after. And even if you, let's just say, even if you are, working this front desk and that's what you want, know that you're gonna have to do everything that that man says, because he is carrying you at that point. It ain't like you don't have no voice. You can say whatever you want to. He might not accept it because what, he's here already. So it's like you're gonna have to ride that ride with him. You didn't help him get there, so why would he need to? What are you doing for him? You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
think that's what they forget, bro. And,
Yeah.
the first thing when they come, bro, right, when they want to, when they want to get interviewed and he bring them up or whatever, they, hi Kevin, I live in LA. If I had to rate myself, I would think that I was a 9. I get a lot of men. I went to
Of
school
course you
and
do. You have
I have
vagina.
a PhD. And every time he hit that, I got a PhD button. He hit them with that, I got a PhD. We don't give a damn. Like, that doesn't matter. Like, people don't care that you went to school. Everybody's been to school, but what they care about is what you're going to do with the skills that you learned from school. Bro, I remember one episode. Now I don't feel like I didn't watched. This is like my goddamn Bible, bro.
Hmm.
I stay watching Kevin Samuels. So there was one episode where, you know, he was telling the girl about herself. So she was like, "So what do you think I should do?" And he asked her, "Did she go to school?" She said, "No, she never went to college or whatever." He said, "Well, I recommend you go to school because you missed out on a important part of life to where you didn't get to learn the skills that you need to find to even look for the type of person that you want."
Hmm.
That's real, bro. We learn so much stuff in college or just growing up, and some people don't have those experiences, so they cannot live to those experiences when they're looking for somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Nah,
it's
for real. Um, bro, I'm sorry. I just burped the shit. It's all
I mean,
good,
this your shit.
man. Yeah, for real. But nah, man. I'm gonna say this, bro, because I always do my best to actively take up for women,
Right.
but not coddle them though. But
Yeah.
here's what I'm gonna say, man.
Hmm.
Women are at a disadvantage in the dating game.
Okay, I'm
Um,
listening.
from a metrics perspective, there are less men, there are less qualified men
Yeah, I feel like
available,
men who are about shit. Yeah.
yeah, than there are qualified women, as
Hmm.
we're speaking to the nature of men and women and what we want on a nature level, right?
Right. Okay.
So if you boil it all down to provider, protector, and then you throw in a bonus factor from also being attractive,
Hmm.
and of course attractive is subjective, case
Right.
by case. But if you boil it down to that, there are less available men than there are women. So
Right.
women already have that shit going against them. All right.
Hmm.
Is that
Hmm.
when they step out into the world, it's far fewer men who can fill that role. Then when men step out into the world, we can go grab a woman off the street and then, make it work if we
Yeah.
want to.
Right.
Um, but two, man, what I think is the bigger thing that goes against women is, like I've spoke to before, is that from childhood, a lot of women are not told the truth,
Hmm.
and then they are not groomed to value themselves correctly.
Right.
So from a sexual perspective, we tell our women subconsciously that they're prostitutes.
Right.
And we make sex this huge thing and this big deal. And so what you do is, when a woman offers her body to a man, she feels like she's doing him a favor.
Right.
And
Right.
now he owes her something because she gave him her body. Well, unless, you know what I'm saying, unless somebody took full advantage of you, or
Right.
unless your sexual acts were a paid service,
Right.
we don't owe you shit,
Yeah.
And
Real talk.
two, but because of that, women are only looking at things that men do on the surface, and they don't really get to know and understand men because nobody holds them to that standard.
To that standard. Yep.
As young men growing up, we're told all the time, like, what a woman's gonna do, how she's built. Women are like this, they like that. Don't do that shit. Your mama gonna get on
Hmm.
your ass. So that don't make no sense. Yeah, but your mama a woman.
Yeah.
You
Hmm.
got dads and uncles and people telling you this type of shit as a man.
Right.
They don't, and they break that down for us from a root level. Like, it don't matter if she
Hmm.
your mama, aunt, cousin, girlfriend, sister. She's a woman, and this is what women do.
Right.
Women look at men's activity and they want to match activity, and then they don't really want to. They have not been groomed to look at the core of a man.
Hmm.
So when
Okay.
they see certain activities, they just relate that shit to the same fuck boy that
Yeah.
they've. So
That they've
for
already been.
so
Yeah.
so
They've already been
so
part
so
of.
for example, so I don't far too far out, so I don't go too far out of space with this shit.
Hmm.
So me being busy, right,
Yeah.
is different than a whole ass nigga with no job being busy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But when most women hear your man is busy, oh, he's fucking on another bitch.
Or he, yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've been recording a podcast for 3 hours. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But all they hear is busy, and then they don't take a look at the other patterns of behavior, and
Yes, that go along with it.
they just zone in on one activity,
Mm-hmm.
and then they fuck off a whole relationship based off one activity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when women are out here dating men or looking for men, they're looking for these trigger words and these trigger activities and
Yes.
these trigger like surface level things that tell
Mm-hmm.
them, oh, this is a good guy. And then it's like, as a man, you looking at that man going, that's a whole ass nigga. You don't see that
Yeah.
shit?
You don't. Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
he's full of
Mm-hmm.
shit and you don't even see it because nobody's trained you to really
Yeah. To
understand,
decipher that shit, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
to really understand men the way men understand women. You
Right.
know, because when a man gets over on a woman, he's playing her all around town. That shit ain't by coincidence. That nigga
Mm-hmm.
understood you at a root level to execute that plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then vice
Mm-hmm.
versa, when a man is good to you, that shit ain't through just random divine
Yeah,
intervention.
like he just
Like,
was randomly a good person. Yeah,
yeah,
it just don't work that way.
like
Yeah,
no, like that took like years of grooming
of
and
grooming.
reps
Yep.
and
Mm-hmm.
understanding, like, okay, if I do this shit, she gonna be mad, or if I say this shit this way, whatever, whatever, you know. So, and of course, that boils back down to nature to where a man is trained to give and provide, and a woman is trained to receive. But because
Mm-hmm.
of that, I think that a lot of women are at a disadvantage in the dating game, hoping they win that lotto ticket, you know, hoping
Yeah.
they hit the lotto on a man,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel like, oh, I'm at a disadvantage, men ain't shit, because women have not really been, I guess, put in a position to position themselves
Right.
to do certain things to even attract the right man outside of just looking good.
So see, he speaks to that point though, Jay. It's like he'll ask you all these questions about what you want, but then he'll ask the woman like, okay, so the man that you were previously with, or the man that you just were with, what was he like? Oh, he had a job, but it wasn't like a job, or
What the fuck does that mean? You know what I'm
yeah, like
saying?
maybe,
What
yeah,
is that?
exactly. Or he did what he had to do to make money, and it's like, oh, okay. Or like, tell me about the your son's fault, yeah, your child's father, is he like still in your life? Oh no, he walked out on us, he wasn't this. And it's like, that's all you know, and that's all you can speak to. But then you want to get this high value man, and you want to get this man that has really groomed himself, like you said, to be a great person. It's like, do you really believe that you should have that? Like, you chose and you continue to choose ain't shit. So
Mm-hmm.
why should you? Why, like, how do you just flip the switch and be like, you know what? I don't need ain't shit anymore. I want, successful $1 million man. It's like, you're not even built like that. You're not even built for that. So then when you try to get that, you don't know what to do in that situation because you are only groomed or conditioned for ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Exactly.
a man in that caliber, he not even looking your way. He not even trying to hear what you got to say because you are just so, you know, you're just so built around ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yo,
it's not his fault.
yeah,
And that's
for
what
real.
Kevin Samuels tries to express. It's like, you cannot fault this man for not wanting you, and you can't get mad at me for saying that this type of man is not for you, because you've already conditioned yourself to be for a different type of man. So he's like, just find you another man who just ain't shit that you're gonna put up with, and y'all just live happily ever after, bro. It's like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
You was able to
And,
thrive in that shit.
yeah, for real. And to that, for the women who have reached that point to where, as you're saying, I want a good man. I'm tired of these fuck boys. I'm tired of
Hmm.
these motherfuckers who ain't got, shit going on or whatever. I think a lot of times too, where women make the mistake is they believe that, as you mentioned earlier, I think about like having a degree or some shit like that.
Hmm.
What women don't understand is that what they have for themselves is not what they bring to the table.
Talk about it. You might
You
need to
know,
run that back, Turbo.
so what they have for themselves is not what they bring to the table.
Or the other thing
And
too, Jay, it's like, you know how, like, if a man has a lot going for himself, he's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to do this. If I ask you and you're well off ass to let me borrow this or do this, I'm
mhm,
a broke ass nigga, or I
exactly,
ain't shit, or girl, he just asked me for, why I gotta be all that.
exactly.
If you want to be level and you want to be the same, it's like,
Ex-
how's that a thing?
exactly, man. And I think a lot of women, when they when they show up to the relationship or they show up to the situation and they say, "Well, I have a degree and I make this kind of money or I have this kind of thing," and it's like, okay, like that's all great for you.
Yeah,
That does
we
none of
don't
that
care
shit
about that.
does
Yeah,
anything for me.
I don't care.
Like I'm happy that you've shown some initiative and ambition along the
Right,
way within your life, and those
right,
are attractive traits, but you having those things don't mean anything to me as a man.
right.
It's like you showing up to a camping trip with a baggie for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just like, ain't none of that shit in that bag for me. You bought one band-aid, one patch of ointment,
Yeah,
one pill for allergies, and you talking about, look what I bring to the table. Like,
yeah, nah,
that's all for you.
exactly,
That don't do nothing for me,
exactly, bro.
you know. Because I think too, what I think an easy practice for women to sit down and ask themselves,
Mm-hmm.
because what happens a lot of time is that women are used to, like I said, there's fewer qualified men in the world than there are qualified women.
Right,
So what happens is that you get this collective large group of women who consider themselves qualified, and they deal with a mass majority of men who are not qualified. So when
right.
you're dealing with someone who's lesser than you
Mm-hmm.
immediately add value to them.
Yes,
So they're used to adding value to most men that they deal with, because those men are not
are
on the,
already. Yeah, they're
yeah,
not on the level. They
yeah,
already
like
low.
those men are not on your level.
Mm-hmm.
So those men needed financial help. They needed guidance. They had anger issues, or they was a mama's boy, or
Yeah.
they were unfocused within their journey, or they
Mm-hmm.
needed somewhere to stay, or they had to borrow your car, or you helped them find a job. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that didn't level you up as a woman. That didn't
Right,
give you no badges, no stripes.
right.
That's not really shining to me.
Yeah, but the thing is, they get tricked into believing that that type of activity on their resume deems them worthy of being with a high caliber man, because they've put in those reps. You know, it's like being in like a sorry athletic program and you the best person in that bitch.
Yeah.
And then it's like, man, shit, I got all the school records here. I be busting everybody ass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the strongest, I'm the fastest, I'm the biggest. I
Yeah.
got media press. Like, nigga, you go to a 2A
Yeah, you a
school,
two-way. Yeah, you had a two-way.
you transferred in, and you're the
Mm-hmm.
first motherfucker there who's ever had a developed chest and hamstrings.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
nigga, the record was some shit most eighth graders do.
Yeah.
So you about to transfer back out and then take your ass to the Southwest and get
Yeah,
exposed.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you're not nice here. So
Right. Right.
these qualified women show up to qualified men, and when you meet a qualified man, what women have to understand is that qualified men don't need you. And
Puh.
I think that bothers women because they take
Mm-hmm.
it in a negative way.
A negative way, yes, bro.
Qualified men don't need you. So qualified men have to make it to a point to where they want you, which is why I
Mm-hmm.
talk about keeping the like alive in relationships. Because when you meet a man and he's got money, he's got a
Right.
job, plus he's got a business or businesses, multiple.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own car, he has his own apartment or home, and he has no co-signers. He cleans his
Right.
house, he does his own dishes, he washes and folds his own clothes, his hygiene is good, he's attractive, he works out, he has a balanced
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle, he's never flustered. There's really nothing, you're at a disadvantage to add value to his life.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be coming with some serious X factor abilities,
Right.
to add value to a quality man's life.
Correct.
a man of high value. You gotta,
Unless y'all finna set up some kind of goddamn arrangement or
you
something,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like unless it's strictly on some fuck buddy shit, like you have to be coming like hard
Yeah.
to want him to keep you, because high value men don't need you.
Right.
But the
It's like a
thing,
puzzle that's already made,
you
but you
know,
can add something else. You can add another piece to it that's going to enhance it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
so I think an easy thing for women to do is to ask themselves when they meet a man and they get to start to get to know him and shit like that.
Hmm.
What they got to ask themselves is, because I think a lot of women too wait for the man to tell them like what value that they're gonna add or they're gonna bring, and then it's like, well, I don't want to manage no grown motherfucker either. Like,
Right.
you don't show up to a job interview and they do the interview for you. Like,
Right.
you showed up here and you wanted something from me. So
Right.
tell me what it is you're gonna do for this company or this organization.
Bro, I think it's people that they want to apply to be the CEO, but all they can do is the goddamn greeter at the front door or the security on the outside of the building, bro. It's like,
Or they may have potential to be the CEO, but once again, when all you've dealt with, if you
mhm.
were the CEO at Scrub Incorporated
Yeah, exactly.
or Penguin LLC,
Hmm.
and then you come to fucking Shark Enterprises, we do shit different here.
Yes,
So
exactly. Yeah,
what was a high standard at Penguin LLC
it's
don't
not.
mean shit at
Yeah,
Shark Enterprises, or
exactly, bro.
that's not considered a good job here.
Yeah,
It's like the car analogy. If you used to putting that unleaded in your bucket,
yeah,
and then
exactly.
now your Lamborghini requires premium fuel,
Hmm.
you're gonna be checking your pockets and your bank account all the time because you
Exactly.
have to increase your level of play.
Yes, sir.
know? So what I think women have to understand is that when you step to a man, you have to ask yourself, what value do I add that he can't pay for?
Right. Ooh.
And I think it really
Okay.
just because you got women who will say, "Oh, well, I can cook. All right, I can buy food, I can clean, I can pay for a service or shit."
Yes.
You may have an OCD Joe Goldberg motherfucker who like cleaning his own damn
He
house
already cleaned his
anyway.
house. Exactly.
Then you got sex. Well, you can for sure pay for that, or I can get a nut off by myself.
Yeah,
So
you can
if
do that alone. You
if
don't need
if
that.
if push come to shove, Armageddon goes down, I can get one off alone.
Yes.
And in a lot of cases, so can women.
Right.
So there has to be a deeper conversation as to what you bring to the table. Because
Hmm.
once again, this motherfucker has his shit together.
Yeah.
He does not need you. You don't make him a better human being.
Hmm.
So what do you bring and add to the table value wise that he cannot pay for, that either makes his life easier
Yep.
or better?
That's it.
And you got to sit down and have that conversation with yourself, because it's not the
Before, yes, before
before
you get
because
there.
because it's not the man's job to figure that shit out for you, because then if he's
Hmm.
got to do everything, then why are you there?
Exactly, bro. And I feel like when they say that, oh, I want to go date, or when they start off the conversations with him, bro, they straight going, I want a six-figure man. I want him to do this, this, and this, and he'll be like, okay, so do you want kids? Yeah, I want kids. I probably want like two or three. Cool. How much money should this man that you want make in order to take care of you and three kids? Like, I mean, at least like 300,000 maybe, I think. And it's like, so you think 300,000 a year is gonna take care of you, me, three kids, vacations, food, doing this because you're not finna pay for it because I'm already you know that you talking to me because I can already pay for that shit. So you expect me to have that much money to be able to do all this? It's like they don't even know the capacity of what that man is that they want, bro. It's like they don't have those conversations with themselves. They do not look into the type of man that they want. It's like you can't go to take a test and you notice the final, bro, and you didn't do no study. And this is like you get to it, you look at it, you like got the scantron, you like, fuck. I Let me just put C all the way down, bro, because all these can't, at least 70% of these got to be C. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right,
like you coming with some mediocre shit, bro. And it's like
right.
that's not going that's not gonna make the cut, bro. And it's hard for women to understand that and to hear somebody tell it to them. I think that's the problem that
Mm-hmm.
they have with them. They don't think about it. So then when they are in a hot seat to think about it
Yeah.
and it's being said to them, they're like, oh shit. I ain't even, I didn't even replay this to myself. I ain't even think about this part. Oh damn, he really talking some shit, but I don't really
Yeah.
like this because I still feel like I can do it if I. It's one person out there that's gonna, and it's like, yeah, but how long is it gonna take you
Right.
to find that one person to do that shit? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's only
No.
one, and there's not gonna be no high value man at that point, bro. So
No, no,
not
not
at
at
all.
all. Not
So,
not
bro,
at all.
what about this though? Let's kind of flip the script on it. So, what about the part where he actually speaks on people's appearance and images, bro? Because that's like more of the comical part to me, but it also plays. It's real, bro. It's like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women think that they look good,
Mm-hmm.
but on whose scale? You know what I'm saying? Like you always
Right.
gonna gas yourself. You always gonna think you look good. And since he's an image consultant and he can speak to these things, he lets people know where they stand on on those scales, bro. It's
Right.
like that popular video where he told her, he said, I want you to rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and do not say
Do not say seven. Fuck. Do not cop out.
because she was for sure finna say a
What did
7, bro.
what did she end up saying? Did she say a 5?
Yeah, and she
Damn.
said it's probably a 6 when she puts makeup and stuff on.
I mean, that was honest shit. You
But I
know?
think she wanted to say 7 and then tell herself when she put makeup on that she was an 8. And it's like
Yeah. It's,
you gotta
I
know.
mean, man, looks, in my opinion, that shit's gonna be case by case. Cause I think whatever may be a 5 to me, to somebody else, she could be an 8, you
High
know.
value man ain't taking nothing less than an 8.5, Jay.
I mean,
Because he got places to go, places to be. He got to be seen by other people, and he do not want to be seen with no damn Respucia or no ogre Fiona.
bro, let me say this. I'm gonna do my best to stay on topic with it. But we talking about looks, right?
You
So we
right?
talking about just aesthetic looks.
You
But I
right?
think there's an additional factor of like how much sex appeal, someone
Okay.
has, like how sexy someone is.
Right.
Because I've met, right? I've
Mm-hmm.
met some Instagram physically, like, damn,
Yeah.
like chiseled out of stone as women, right? Just
Right.
beautiful to the eye, but they don't carry themselves,
Oh yeah, in a sexy manner.
they don't
Yeah.
carry themselves with that type of like essence of like, yeah, I want some of that.
Yeah.
You kind of
Mm-hmm.
walk
I
tomboyish and
feel you.
shit, or
Ooh, that bro,
you
that's the killer.
struggling in the heels,
Mm-hmm.
you don't dress right, your makeup looks like Bozo the Clown, like that
That
shit
bro, yeah.
ain't, but then you go find you like a Jill Scott or somebody
Yeah.
who might not be like the Instagram prototype, but she's sexy to the motherfucker and she thick,
Yeah.
you
Mm-hmm.
know. And
Yeah.
some people may call her fat or just whatever the fuck, but like her sex appeal can be higher
Mm-hmm.
than other women who have that chiseled goddess-like body,
Yeah.
who we would consider a 9 or a 10, but they carry themselves like a 3.
Yeah.
So do any of those factors come into play, like how a woman carries herself?
With him, he don't care because he feels that that's like part of the package. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I'm
like,
talking about you, bro. What do
oh,
you
oh,
think?
me, I don't. So that part, I don't agree with him in like in the rating because he talks about body aesthetic and a woman's supposed to be depending on your height, you're supposed to be 120 and this, bro. You know
Mhm.
me, you know me.
120.
And even
Nah,
if she 140, I ain't hearing it.
120.
I need something to do something every time, bro. I need a woman,
One
bro. I need a woman every time.
120. Yikes.
Yeah, but no, I
Yeah.
feel you on what you're saying because I have seen a lot of like fine women, but
Hmm.
they still don't give off
Thank
that.
you.
They don't give
It's
off that
like
vibe, bro.
it's like she fine, but she not bad. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but
Like
and
it's
the
a
part that'll take
difference.
her over though is like that sex appeal. It's like she just knows that she's attractive, but she
Hmm.
don't like flaunt that shit. You know what I'm saying? She don't make it
Hmm.
sexy, like what you're saying, like with that essence, bro. And it's just
Hmm.
like a lot of big girls that I be seeing, bro. It's like they be pretty, bro. They may be big, but they got that sex appeal where they like,
That's what
hey
I'm
nigga, if I want
saying.
you, I'm finna make sure I get you, and I'm finna do something so serious to you. And I'm like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, bro. And
Nah,
it's like
that's
that plays a part into it, bro. I don't give a damn how
that's
tall you are.
that
I didn't
shit
talk to somebody
matters.
5'11", nigga, and you
Yeah,
know I ain't nowhere near that shit, bro. I done talked
yeah,
to somebody goddamn 4'10", bro. And it's like it's all about how you carry yourself in that woman essence. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. So for me, like to Kevin Samuel's point of like rating a woman or whatever, I think there's a tangible scale
Mm-hmm.
to her aesthetic, but to me, it's not that's not set in stone until I see how you carry yourself.
Right, right.
Because you can be a 6, but if you carry yourself like a 9 and I'm feeling that energy,
You gonna
then
meet in the
like
middle
yeah, like that
at the
shit.
7.5.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that shit,
Mm-hmm.
like that shit will help,
Nah, for sure, it will.
because because me, like I like confident women. I like women who
For
are
sure.
assured of themselves. I like women
Mm-hmm.
who maybe even be a little outspoken or not afraid to be exactly who they are, because that's who the fuck I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be me and then I look around, I look over, and you timid and pouting or
Oh
passive all
yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking time. Like, get your
Can't
hey man, like you
that shit
can't
ain't yeah.
you can't be a queen with princess activity, dog.
Ooh, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's
that's
it.
and that's my thing. If you want queen power and privilege, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot have princess habits and activity. That
Yeah.
shit don't match. You
But I feel
can't
like that don't even go with us with who we are, bro. We Leo, so we not even that's not who we are. So we can't look for something that's not, that's less
exa-
than that, bro.
exactly, bro. So happy you said that shit. Cause when
Mm-hmm.
I look in the mirror,
Yeah,
I don't see nobody trying to get it right. I see a
yeah.
motherfucker that's there,
They there,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just continuing on
Mm-hmm.
my journey. So
Exactly.
if somebody don't look in the mirror and see themselves at that high level, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna
There's no way.
it's gonna stand out real bad next to me, and then
Yep.
they gonna feel insecure and all of that goofy
Mm-hmm.
shit, and then they gonna have to go
And see, I think
because nah,
that's what he says about the high value man. Is because like if you high value already, you already feel that way, bro. So it's like you didn't been beat down, torn, battered,
right.
and bruised. He spoke even to one point to where this lady, she was very attractive, bro, very attractive woman, but she had like she was trying to get it together, so she put a wig on, bro, and he was like, where's your where's your natural hair? Granted, a lot of women don't want to wear natural hair because it's a hassle and it's convenient to put on a wig. Fuck all that shit, bro. He was
Mhm.
like, you're a very beautiful woman, but that wig is like really not doing it, bro. That hoe was like, he was like, it's like sitting up here. That bro, Jay, when he put the hands up there, I said, hey, he out of pocket, bro. But her
Damn.
wig was really sitting on top of her head. That women don't know that those things really detract from who you are as a person. It may be convenient for you, but it's not cool for that man that you're trying to that you're trying to get. There could be this man who was really checking for you. He really wanted to pursue you, and all of a sudden you didn't threw this wig on, or you didn't did something. You don't have that sex appeal that he really looking for, and you just
Right,
lost out on that catch. And you want to
right.
blame it because ain't no men out here. No, you just did something that man that he wasn't checking for, and that's
Yeah,
something simple. You know what I mean?
yeah, for real. And I think too, the other part that I feel like puts women at a disadvantage is that a lot of women base their experience and they try to mirror that, and they think that's the man's experience with them.
Right.
So it's something simple, like when women go get their nails done and shit, they think we give a
Hmm.
fuck. We like, man, anybody checking for that shit?
Nah, Jay, I
You
like
know?
long nails, bro. If she
I
got long
mean,
nails and she get them done right, hey,
I mean, that's
that
like I
that
s-
adds sex appeal for me in
that's
the
that's
bedroom.
that's fine, bro. Like that shit is beautiful. But
Yeah,
but to that point,
it's not key.
what a woman cares about and what a man cares about are two different
I see what you're
things.
saying. I see what you're
You know what
saying.
I'm saying? So it's like we don't care that okay, it's like if a woman's gonna cook for you, right?
Right.
You're appreciative of her cooking for you, but
Hmm.
you want that cooking experience to still be peaceful.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to check off the box of cooking for me, but the whole time you cooking, you
You got
asking
that
me for
attitude.
help, or you
Hmm.
got an attitude, or you want me to run to the store because you forgot 5 different things and your ass was
Hmm.
just at the fucking store, or
Right.
you're stressing out in the kitchen and the fire alarm is going off and shit,
Mm-hmm.
and you all flustered about the meal, and then it's finally done, and you all stressed out, wondering if I'm gonna like it and
If
it's
you
gonna
gonna like it,
taste
yeah,
good,
it
or
just set the
I'm
whole mood,
I'm
fucked it
I'm
up.
I'm clearly eating and enjoying myself, and you mad because I didn't pause and fucking drop down to my knees and praise you for
Yeah,
how good the meal is, but I'm clearly throwing down on that bitch. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And women are at a disadvantage because what matters to them are those boxes being checked off for
Yeah.
that protection and security, for the love factors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what matters to men more so is the like factors, because even with you saying I like a woman with long nails, especially if they done right, that adds
Yeah.
that sex appeal. Well, sex appeal is a like factor.
Yeah, is it
You
exactly?
know what
Yeah.
I'm
I see what you're
saying?
saying. I see what
So
you're
it's like women have to know
saying.
that you checking off the boxes with a man doesn't add value to him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like
Mm-hmm.
you having a degree doesn't add value to him. Now, if your conversation points have increased because you have a degree,
It
or
is.
if you bring a different element to the dynamic because of your degree
Mm-hmm.
that helps his life better or puts his life at ease, or
Right.
you bring a different level of awareness and understanding because of your education, then
Right.
that's beautiful. But you shouting from the mountaintops, PhD,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, that's the
give a
problem. Yeah,
fuck.
we don't
Like,
care. Yeah,
don't
we
care
don't
about
care, dog. Yeah, it's
care
not
about
gonna
that
do
shit.
anything for me because that was you went to school for me. You didn't go to school thinking like, if I go get this PhD, I'm finna be able to get this, this high value man. That's not. You went to school for yourself to be able to make a life for yourself and to please your parents. I wasn't in the picture. You wasn't doing that for no future me.
Yeah,
So
no.
we don't care about that
I
thing,
don't
bro.
care about. We don't care about that.
You know.
So men. I think men hold. I think men hold the key to the love that women want, but women
Hmm.
hold the key to the like and keeping that
Yeah.
like alive, so that the relationship stays vibrant.
Hmm.
And I think
Yeah.
women are so caught up in the love because they want love,
Hmm.
when they don't realize that men don't really want love. We want to like you forever.
Right. Right.
Like we'll love you, like that shit easy, but we want to like you forever. Like once a
For
nigga
sure.
stops liking you,
Hmm.
that's when shit falls apart.
Yeah.
But women hold that like factor because women are more than likely gonna start having attitudes and start doing petty shit and start,
Yeah. A little petty stuff.
bullshit drama, or start arguments, or start
Hmm.
questioning shit. Like they're more naturally gonna fuck off the environment for a high value man,
Yeah.
because a high value man is not gonna have the time or energy to have petty arguments or disputes.
Bro, he spoke on that too, and then women was getting pissed. Jay, they were saying like, what like, because I think he said something along the lines of like, a man should not have to argue with a woman. He didn't say whatever I say goes. It's not in a man's character to be arguing with a woman. Women argue with each other, bro. Why? What does a man look like arguing with a woman? Now
Right.
it's like if he argue with another man, that's different because that can go different ways. That could get very physical. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
whatever could happen.
Right.
But like arguing with the woman, like what am I getting out of that, bro?
No.
Just giving you a platform to just get it all out, and then what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's no
man.
there's no point in it, bro.
And I don't like, and I spoke on it before. I don't like arguing with women because there's no element of violence present.
Hmm.
And I don't like arguing with nobody I can't knock in the mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think that keeps shit that keeps things fair on an even plane. Because if I'm arguing with a man, at some point we both
Hmm.
know there's only so much you're gonna say to me before we got to square up.
Yeah, before you exactly, yeah.
Or you can't say a certain thing to me without me putting the elbow in your neck.
Hmm.
And I think that's like the embedded sign of like respect, or limitation and restriction. But when a man argues with a woman already knows that she's protected by law,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
if you get out of line and I slap the shit out of you,
You going to jail.
I'm going to jail, and you're going to get on Facebook with a picture of your black eye, and I'm going to
Yeah.
be the bad guy, and you're going to start a
Hmm.
fucking GoFundMe and get paid.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
that's why I don't like arguing with women, because I feel like it's unfair.
Right, it
Because
is.
even if I drop a platinum album on her ass and shut her up,
Hmm.
that's some shit I had to do
Logic versus
for
feelings, bro.
for a problem I didn't start,
Hmm.
or for an issue I didn't have. So
Right.
I'm like, nah, man, fuck that shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
because my thing is when I'm dealing with women, don't start problems you're not equipped to fix.
Yes. There you go.
If you gonna start it, your ass better be ready to fix it too, or we just gonna
Or
be
have
sitting.
a solution at least, bro. You know,
Because
sometimes they don't have solutions.
if I gotta pipe up and fix it, I'm about to get real dark and dirty on your ass. I'm about to drop
Hmm.
a whole Tupac album on your
Yeah.
ass, and then
Exactly.
you're gonna be questioning the relationship and where you stand and shit. But that's on you. Don't
Damn, bro.
start problems you're not equipped to fix with me. Fuck that.
Hey, I've run into that, bro. I've run into that. You know, personally, because I sent it to you, bro. It's like when you try to give them the hard facts, and they don't like that shit, bro. They don't want you to present what's going on in the situation, why there's the problem, and how to fix it. They just, oh, you know what, that's fine then. I'm just, and it's like they set up this huge argument, bro, and don't have no solution for it, don't have no fix for it, but they still want to play the victim. Doesn't work that way, Jay.
Hey man,
Don't work like that, bro.
hey man, be cool.
Yep, that's it.
Be
That's that
cool
on the
when it
shirt. Be
happen.
cool.
Be cool when it happens to you, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's all I
That's
ask.
it.
Do whatever you want to do. Just be cool when it
Mm-hmm.
happens to you.
Yeah, when the shoe is on the other foot, that's it, bro.
That's all. You can
That's
start.
it.
You can talk as much shit, be as petty as you want, be as sneaky as you want, all of that goofy shit. Just be
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Yeah.
Be cool when karma come
Mm-hmm.
for you.
Yeah. And see, now here's something I do want to throw out there, bro, because I be when people be talking about this, and they give us the backlash, like, y'all are just, you guys just hate women, and this and this.
No,
Like, bro, we just,
I love women. I want
we
them to be better.
obviously, obviously, bro, yeah, we
I
just
love
we
women. I
want
want
better
them
out the
to be better.
situation. And the thing is, though, but in this circumstance with the Kevin Samuel stuff, bro, yes, it can go both ways. Ain't shit niggas should not be trying to look for women who got their shit together, because it's like, we can't go just taint them. I mean, toxicity is real, bro. But
Hmm.
it's like we got to know what field level that we playing on. It's like, I know that I'm not finna go try to talk to no Oprah, bro. If that's
Right.
not, if that's not what I'm bringing to the table, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I know who I am, so
And
I
I
know the type
mean,
of woman that I need to be looking for.
right, and we talked about, we referenced that when we talked about sliding in the DMs,
Yeah.
a few
Mm-hmm.
podcasts ago, how we
Mm-hmm.
were saying like, hey, like, if homegirl got 200,000 followers, like, come on, man, like,
Yeah. Exactly.
we good.
Mm-hmm.
Like we straight on that. Like, and not
Exactly.
because we're necessarily unqualified, but
Right.
just because we know the reality and
There you go. You have to know the
we know
reality.
who we're dealing with at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
that's what I want better for women, is to understand who they're dealing with. Because
Right.
honestly, a full of shit man is way more visible than a
Mm-hmm.
full of shit woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, especially as men, like when we see a woman with a whole ass nigga, we be
Mm-hmm.
like, "You don't fucking see him?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a whole stray dog you with." And
Mm-hmm.
she's looking like, "Oh, he's so good to me." Yeah, because
Yeah.
he eating all your food.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Exactly, bro.
saying?
He living good
Like,
right now.
he living great over there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Finesse game
but like
strong.
I said, like, for women who are used to, if we want to throw love language into the shit, women who are
Mm-hmm.
used to like words of affirmation and certain like acts of service. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
a man is checking off those types of boxes, then it's like she's blinded by those surface level factors, that
Mm.
she's not really paying attention to his actual patterns of behavior and
Oh
like
yeah,
what
yeah.
he values and the shit that he talks about, and
Mm-hmm.
things that may not be related to the relationship like directly, but
Mm-hmm.
they show up in the relationship.
Right.
And as men, like, we notice those things about women. Like if your girl is talking to you, if she's talking shit about somebody else to you, in the back
Right.
of your mind, you thinking, all right, nigga, so when you get mad, this
Yeah.
this 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 how you do
I'm on it.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm on it.
okay, that's a bet.
Mm-hmm.
And it may not, she could be talking about her girlfriend or just whatever. But
Yeah.
as a man, as a high value man, you're groomed to understand that it don't have to be over the top, blatant
Yeah.
relationship issues for it to
Mm-hmm.
be an issue in the relationship. And
True.
you catch that shit up front, and
Yeah.
you're proactive about that, to be
There you
like,
go.
hey man, um like I went to your crib, I noticed it was junky in this bitch. I don't tell nobody how to live in
Yeah.
situations I don't pay no bills on. But you know, I'm a firm believer in, you know, like I always say, people treat you how they treat themselves.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
So if somebody loose with their money, they're gonna be loose with yours. If somebody junky at their crib, they're gonna be junky at your crib.
Mm-hmm.
If they look in the mirror and they see a scrub, they're gonna look at you and see a scrub. And that's just how it go,
Yeah.
man. For real.
Mm-hmm.
That's how
Nah,
it
that's
go.
it. That's real, bro. That's it. But no, yeah, I think that everybody, bro, even if you only seen that one piece, that everybody said that how he was talking to that woman, the way he, presented it to her. If you just sit down and you watch, I know that some of his videos are very long, bro, but if you just go and listen to what he says, the man has valid points and he can back a lot of it up with facts. And he literally just goes through asking them personal questions that they answer freely and just points out where they're going wrong and why they should not be trying to approach this person because they have not yet passed this skill level or just this level in life yet. That's all it is. It's not, he's not bashing anybody. He's not telling anybody anything bad about themselves, bro. He is literally just allowing you to let him in, break down where you're going wrong, and he just putting it out there just like it's supposed to be put out there, bro. That's it.
Yeah,
We
man.
just been coddled and just been, hugged so long, bro. And it's like, we outside the church house now, bro. We in the streets with it. We just got to be, we got to be
For real.
real, bro. We got
Straight
to be
up.
real.
Just gotta tighten up.
Mm-hmm.